It's the National Football League presented by EA Sports. Today, we've got a good NFC matchup on tap between the Carolina Panthers and the Los Angeles Rams. Seems like we were just starting training camp, but here we are in October, and off we go on EA Sports. Well, here's Jakeem Grant from his end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Fields on first down. And his first pass here is going to fall incomplete.
When you run into slant, timing is everything, and against that man coverage, there was no space available, and incompletion as a result.
Here's 2nd and 10. Now the first carry for Darrington Evans. They get 6. That'll leave them with 3rd and 4. Well, this defense for the Panthers, they were very good last week in the win over New Orleans.
Anytime you can hold a team to less than 10 points, your expectation of winning that game has to be sky high. In fact, you'd be absolutely stunned to come away with a loss in that one. Could you imagine going to the press conference and trying to explain that?
Yeah, they'll look to avoid an early 3 and out here on 3rd and 4. Now it's Fields. Being chased out left. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down. They snap it to Fields. It's caught on the right side at Smith. But he will not get away. He stopped short of the marker. A surprising move here on the opening drive of the game. And the Panthers are going to get it back in excellent field position. Opening carry of the game for Cordero Patterson. And he went nowhere. Well, he went backwards, back to the 33. So a loss of 5, and it'll be 2nd down. They'll try the left side. It's Patterson. A pickup of about 3 yards as he's taken down at the 31. The chance of wasting this great starting field position, a real threat. This is 3rd and long. Now a give, right side. Patterson. And he will not make it to that imaginary yellow line as they get him to the ground at about the 23. Look to throw here. Steps away and a big loss here as he's taken down. And the Panthers turned away on 4th down. And the Rams are going to take possession of the turnover on downs. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. On first down, Fields. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
I spotted man coverage on the outside. I expect we'll see a lot of that from this defense as this game moves on. And that was a good job there as that one was knocked away.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Fields. It's brought in by Harris. He'll get only 3 there, so it leaves him with a 3rd and 7 ahead.
Oh, I see you nodding your head along with me, partner, because it's pretty obvious what they were trying to do there on the drag route. With his speed, they're hoping he can turn the corner and maybe take this to the house. But that was excellent work defensively to make sure once he caught it, he wasn't going anywhere.
Now he'll let it go deep right side. And that is incomplete.
Many times when a play breaks down and the quarterback's moving around outside of the pocket, you're thinking just get rid of something short. But a lot of guys are coached, think deep, take the big shot, hoping someone can get lost behind the secondary. They weren't able to connect on that one.
Now remember, they were unsuccessful earlier in this first quarter. Going for it on 4th. They're going to try a 2nd time. They're going to go. It's Fields. This one complete to Jerry Jeudy. Now he takes this one down almost all the way to the 30.
And that's a big pickup of a first down. And you know that all week, both sides of the ball, offense and defense, are going through every situation. And in this case, the offensive guys had the right play dialed up because defensively, you work on 4th down situations as well.
And deflating for the defense. They can't get the stop here. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Fields now to throw. Sliding out of the pocket. And he's got it. And they get him down at the 1. He had the broken tackle, but ultimately could not get into the end zone. Now Fields on 3rd and goal. That's going to back him up almost a full 10 yards. It's going to be a loss of 9 officially, and it's 4th down. From the gun, here's Fields. Flush to his right. And able to catch it, but he's out of bounds. And the throw took him beyond the sideline, and that's going to be a turnover on downs.
Brandon, let's file this play away for later. Let's note this play because, to me, it's not out of the question that the decision to pass up the 3 there could come back to haunt them later on.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last drive, they were in field goal range. They just opted not to kick it, didn't get it. How does that change the mentality this go around?
I don't think it changes much for the head coach because this is what he preaches all the time. Attack at all times in any spot on the field, and he likes touchdowns, not field goals. Now, your field goal kicker, you've got to make sure you nurse him through and say, okay, don't worry about it. When we need you, you've got to be ready to go. And the team, of course, loves to see points on the board, so let's see if it changes a little bit if they're in the same spot again.
Yeah, we'll see what the decision is here if they get to that spot.
2nd and 1 is often an invitation to take the big shot downfield. I'll bet the offensive lineman said, are you kidding? We just get on our backs and let's go get the first down. They love being physical.
Now on 1st down, he'll drop to throw it. Pass incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. On 2nd down now, Funk. Give him 2 yards on the gain there, and it will take us to the end of quarter number 1. We're scoreless after 1. but he'll drop to throw. And that will be incomplete.
That looks like it's going to be 2 empty possessions now to start this football game. I think they're going to have to sit down and talk about what worked for them last week in their win. Sometimes you over-game plan, overthink things. Get back to what works.
On 4th down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. Officially just 27 yards there on the punt. And the Rams are going to start this drive in great field position as they take over. On 1st and 10, it's Evans. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3. Running right, this is Evans. And here he'll be brought down a little shy of the 35 at the 36.
Now that's the way to do it. Hand it to someone with vision and good footwork and add in a little bit of power, and you find a way to pick up first downs.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Here's Fields. Pressure comes in. He's brought down. It's a Panther sack. It looks like a 12-yard loss there on the 1st down sack. A lot of ground to cover. 2nd and 22. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long one way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
There is something to a game plan with trying to keep a defense honest. With a guy with that type of speed, you do so. Send him deep. Try and throw some air under it and hope you connect downfield. On that play, they were unsuccessful.
This will be caught. Judy. He'll get 17 back there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. Back to throw. Fields. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Darnell Savage. He's at the 40, 20, 10, and he will bring this one back. It's a pick 6 for a Panther touchdown.
Here we go. Here we go.
So they go on 4th down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
It's probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And following the pick 6, and they have decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
They told him and they told us they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
Following the incomplete pass, here they go again. 2nd and 10 from the 25. Now it's Fields off the bootleg. Eluding the pressure right. Oh, he'll air this one deep for Judy. And that's caught inside the 35. And finally, he's taken down at the 18. A big play there for L.A. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Out of the gun, a give to Evans. Give him maybe a yard, quite the opposite from the previous big gainer. On 2nd and 9, Fields. Flushed out right. Then he'll be out of bounds, taking it just shy of the 10 at the 11 or the 12. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down. A shotgun snap, Fields. And they're going to get him. They bring him down to the sack back at the 16-yard line. Max Crosby drops him for a 4-yard loss there, and that brings up 4th down. So now the Rams send out the field goal team here. From the right hash, this from 33. Santos' kick is up and through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So from an offensive perspective, at least able to get on the board here right in front of the 2-minute warning.
Yeah, now it's time to talk about complementary football, isn't it? Because if the defense can force a 3 and out, there could be enough time on the clock that they can get the ball back for their offensive guys and maybe put some more points on the board before the half.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. The last run got 6, now 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw. Throwing middle, and it's complete. Line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. They'll set up a throw. And that throw behind his man. He missed him. Incomplete. He shook his head right when he released that throw. He knew it was going to be a little off target.
Yeah, the excitement got him on that one. Wasn't able to control the fact the receiver was open, and it would have been an easy throw.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10. Looking to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And that's caught inside the 35. Touchdown, Carolina. A great play there. His 2nd touchdown on the season. And the Panthers, they widen their lead. Now Tucker to add the PAT. And this one's right through to make it a 14-3 ball game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. It was still more than a minute to go in the half. Time to try to mount a drive.
And I would think that they would have to. This is today's NFL. You got to push it whenever you get an opportunity. You can never have enough points with the high-powered offenses that you face. And analytics will tell you, try and score when given the opportunity.
So following the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 25. Out of the gun, Fields. Escaping the pressure right. Now he's going to send this one deep right side. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Well, that was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
And I think they'd be well served to take that type of a physical approach against him the rest of the game. He's had his way so far, but on that last one, that worked quite well for the defense.
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. To the air again, Fields. And the timing a bit off that time as that one falls to the ground. Throwing the football, he's not as sharp as he was last week when he was over 70%. Right now, he's under 50%.
Well, that comes from extra game film, extra time. You know those guys watched him all week, saw how precise he was, and constructed a defense to try and chip away at that, and thus far they've been successful.
Throwing on 3rd down, Fields. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Smith. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Yeah, these are the types of plays they're going to need to hit on if they're going to get back into this game. It hasn't been the greatest of first halves, but this is a nice throw here on 3rd down, and they keep the drive going.
On 1st and 10, here's Fields. And a dangerous throw there, incomplete. He threw that into coverage. It was nearly intercepted.
They've given up a few first downs on this drive, but getting the incompletion there, that should give them something to build on and maybe turn the tide.
2nd and 10 from the 33-yard line. Throwing again is Fields. And here he's got Grant. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 19 seconds to go in half number 1. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. From the red zone now, they'll look to throw. And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as it'll come with 15 seconds to play in the 1st half. Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. Another try after the 1st down sack. Fields. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it's complete. He's got it in the end zone. Touchdown, Rams. Jakeem Grant in the final seconds of the 1st half. And the Rams are able to cut into this lead in the final seconds of the 1st half. Santos with the extra point. And the lead is down to 4. So just 8 ticks remaining here in the 1st half as they'll kick this one away. Jamal Agnew now to return it. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And only 6 seconds on the clock, so time likely for just one play. Now whistles. Flag down, and I believe one of the Panthers got moving early. A false start backs him up 5, 1st and 15. They're going to look to throw. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll lose yardage on this one, back to the 13. So we come upon halftime, intermission here with the visiting Panthers taking the lead to the locker room. As we are off to Orlando now to check in with Jonathan Coachman and our EA Sports halftime report. Coach, the Panthers out in front, and they will get the football first. Second half action underway. From his end zone, here comes Agnew. And they'll get him down right around the 25, actually the 26 officially, so a net gain of 1 there. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're going to start the drive here on the ground with Patterson. Even with that broken tackle, can't go very far. Stops short of the 30. Second and 9 now. And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
Well, the great coach has said football is really a simple game. Rush theirs, protect yours. And he's talking about those guys throwing the football. In this situation, the rush one, hitting the quarterback and forcing him into an incompletion.
After an incomplete pass on 2nd down, that'll leave him trying to convert on 3rd and 9. Back to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. And he is going to have a Panthers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Whenever we talk about moving the sticks and controlling the football, there's a great example right there. Those are the 3rd downs you need to convert to win football games. We're in the 3rd quarter of this one, and this is a tight one. In order to maintain pace, keep the ball away from the other team, and put points on the board, those are the plays they need to continue to convert.
2nd down and 7. A shotgun handoff to Patterson. And he's going to take this one across midfield and into Ram territory. On 3rd and short, they'll try and pick it up through the air. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35.
Well, we use the term pitch and catch a lot to denote an easy completion. We just saw one right there on 3rd and 3 to pick up the first down.
Why are those so tough to defend? Just because they hit so quickly?
Yeah, it's all about timing and confidence. Quarterback sees it, rips it, there you go.
Inside 4 minutes to go, 3rd quarter. They'll run on 1st down. Funk. Give the tackle there to Keon Crossan. 2nd down and 8. He'll drop to throw. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 18.
That's the 3rd time on this drive that these two have connected with each other. They've got a real rapport going. And right now, it's paying off with big chunks of yardage, as shown by that last play.
On 1st down, Funk able to fight for about 4 yards there to the 13.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
Following the pickup of 4, here's 2nd and 6. The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down. Trying to get their tight end involved finally. That's the first time that they've looked his way. He's kind of been a forgotten man in this offensive scheme.
Yeah, it didn't look his way at all in the first half. And I'll bet you the offense coordinator made a note at the half and said, let's get him involved because he could be a big-time playmaker for us.
Forced out to his left. And he's able to get this down to the 5-yard line before he's out of bounds.
Now that's disappointing for the defense. They had the advantage, had excellent coverage all over the field, but they let him get away, scramble, and pick up a 1st down and inside the 5-yard line.
Throw out right, taken in by Patterson. And he gets halfway there from the 4 to the 2 on a gain of 2.
The key to any screen play is all in the deception. That means everyone on the offensive side of the ball, but someone gave it up because that one wasn't very well concealed. And the defense able to rally to him and hold him for just a short gain.
Touchdown, Panthers. Brandon Cooks, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Tucker with the extra point, and that makes it a 21-10 game. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially, but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. On play action, Fields. Rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. Picked off by Stephon Gilmore. And his guys are going to get the football at the 28-yard line.
You're looking there at a defensive back who's maybe a step slower than he was when he came into the league a decade ago. I know I questioned his speed coming into the game, but what he's lost in speed, he's more than made up for it with intellect. And that's a great job of knowing how to position himself to make that interception.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. Going to throw deep for the end zone. Oh, that's into double coverage and intercepted. Picked off by Eric Murray. And the Rams are going to get the football here as the ball will come out to the 20. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. He gets it complete to Harris. And he's able to get this across the 10 before being taken down.
And they were backed up to start the drive, but not anymore. Now that's the play call that the offensive coordinator had in his head. You saw the end result. He wanted to go ahead and push the ball downfield, and that's what they did, and they wound up with good yardage there to get things rolling.
On the throw, led him too much that time. It's incomplete. The passing windows are just not there. That's just another example of how great this defense has been all game long.
And that's exactly what a top 10 defense can do. They can really change the game tempo and frustrate you as you try to execute offensively.
And he works it across the 25 before being tackled. Again, Fields. Flush to his right. And that would not to be. It's incomplete. So they couldn't hook up as time is now run out on this third quarter of play. 3 quarters in the books. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Back to the air. Fields on second down. The Panther rush too strong. They get there and take him down. The Rams on third down, lacking much success, just 2 for 7 to this point. This will be 3rd and a mile. But he's got his target, Harris. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. As expected, they're going for it to keep the drive alive. And he's got his tight end. That's Smith. And they're going to have this across midfield and inside the 45. So from Panther territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 44-yard line. Here's Fields. Buying time to his left. And his throw's going to be incomplete. What a difference a week makes. Last week he hit on over 80% of his passes. This week he's down under 50%. What do you see as the difference?
Well, I think we're used to seeing a drop. If someone's over 80%, they're not going to hold that number. Not in this league. But a drop under 50%, that just tells me that the defense, they spent a lot of extra time on game films and came up with a really good plan to try and chip away at his timing.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. To throw is Fields. Airing it out deep for Smith. It is intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by Darnell Savage. And the Panthers are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They have to like the position that they are in. 4th quarter, 2-score lead, and now the ball back after the INT. They'll run on 1st down. Patterson, and he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
I think it's pretty evident. We can say what a difference a week makes. Last week, he ran pretty much wild, didn't he? Did pretty much what he wanted to do. But this one, they stopped him cold. That, to me, that's good scouting and even better execution.
Yeah, and they stopped him behind the line right there. They obviously watched the tape a few times and made some adjustments. The 2nd down play, not much better than the first. Just a gain of 1 there. Panthers on 3rd down. They've converted 3 out of 5 thus far. This is 3rd and 11. Back to throw here. And he'll complete this one to Patterson. And some space here. And he finally goes down, but not before reaching the 21. A big play there on the catch and run. That's how you run the screen right there. The defenders get out of place, and then there's a lot of room to maneuver for your running back.
That's because all the defenders, or I should say the bulk of the defenders, were chasing the quarterback. Great disguise, great fake. Got the screen out there, turned into a large game. Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon. But with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play as we have reached the 2-minute warning. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So it's Panther football as we welcome you back. They've got a 2nd and goal now as they look to add a few more points here onto their total. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got it. Touchdown, Panthers. Tyler Conklin, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Panthers are about to make it 4 straight as they add to this 4th quarter advantage. Tucker now to add the point after. And the lead is up to 18 now. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. On the return from his end zone is Grant. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. And a nice run past the 30-yard line there.
Okay, he didn't break that one all the way, but you got to know that he feels like he's right on the verge, and that's probably exactly what he's telling them in the huddle right now.
A play fake, now Fields to throw. But it's caught on the right side at Smith. And he is going to have a Rams first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. So signs of life in what's been a dormant offense in this 2nd half. Here's 1st and 10.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion,